Good morning everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great and welcome to this new video. In your daily update on Bitcoin, we'll talk about the different possibilities here. We'll talk about yesterday. We have some talking to do regarding that. Obviously I live streamed the news live and also kind of the first half hour of the US session yesterday. Which was quite volatile. I mean, yesterday afternoon, obviously, to start off with a recap before we'll talk about the current situation and the current possibilities. For Bitcoin, we started off with some bearish GDP data for the US that started some recession fears, but it was very mild, right? I mean, if you want to see some real recession fears, look back to the 5th of August last year. That was real. This was not much. And then we had the PCE price index, so basically an inflation rate data a little bit later, and that was bearish as well. So that pushed the price down lower. But what I said in the live stream as well is that, this data is bearish that we had today. But that doesn't always equate to the price getting a bearish breakdown. And in this case, you can also see that Bitcoin was able to reclaim its most important support level right here at 93,600. Beautiful reclaim there as well with quite a lot of strength. I mean, most of the volume was already spent with that fake out here, with that bear trap. But we actually had decent volume over the next 4 hours after that or something to really solidify back into the range. And since then, volume has been dropping, but that's normal, right? Most of the volume is always spent defending a bottom, getting a reclaim, getting a breakout. And then after that, you need much less volume to rally up higher, especially when you're in a range, right? I mean, in a range, the price tends to quite easily get from bottom to top and from top to bottom. So I would say, look, the volume right now is dropping down while the open interest is going up. So we're getting quite a lot of leverage in the price, but I would not say that's too big of a problem for Bitcoin yet. All right. Of course, that could change, but overall, I'm still pretty neutral / bullish on Bitcoin. I mean, I think the strength at which yesterday we were able to get that reclaim was pretty good. Then yesterday evening, we very briefly saw a Coinbase Bitcoin discount, as you can see right here, but that's easily overnight also turned into a premium again. So that's good. And then outside of that, US equities yesterday also pulled back a little bit, but they were also able to not only recover, but also, as you can see, pre-market rally up higher, all right, or post-market, I should say, because very much yesterday in the 2-3 hours after the equities closed, it rallied up higher. Now I do have to say that we're at that we're very close to a very strong resistance level for the S&P 500. So we are definitely in a tricky position with the market, right? Because if the S&P 500 is not going to be able to break above this, which I don't expect for now, and there's no specific, or there's no specific momentum coming into crypto, which unlike last week, this week we haven't seen. Bitcoin has been stable and we've been less reactive to the stock markets when they're strong, at least. So therefore, for example, I mean, when we had a move like this last week, Bitcoin would have broken out. Right, so therefore, I think for now, Bitcoin is still very stable between 95,400 and 93,600. And given the fact that we still have a Coinbase Bitcoin premium, given the fact that yesterday the price action was incredibly bullish, and given the fact that, on the higher time frames, we're still bullish as well, even though there's quite a lot of imbalance to the downside, I would still say it's most likely we're going to get a move up. But I would still not trade that, all right? I would still not trade that without the breakout. So that is still something you'll still have to wait for if you actually do want a position for that. And in general, I think the best way to go about Bitcoin right now is to wait for the breakout, right? And if we actually get a major pullback for US equities today, which I'll obviously keep you updated on, then be prepared for the bearish breakdown as well. But no, like I said, short term, I expect us to hit resistance. I don't expect us to break out yet. I do still think the bullish breakout is the more likely one over time. But when that will be remains the question, and I'm not certain of that. I don't think it's going to be with this price action right here. But yeah, more updates will follow. For now, I think that's what you need to know. So thank you for watching. Take care and bye.